The media attacking the president for saying the 2016 Trump Tower meeting was meant to get information on Hillary Clinton.
But it's nothing new. Just last year, the president said the same exact thing.
That's right. Here with insight on why this is not a bombshell is Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, when he was meeting with President Macron last year, he said essentially the same thing. Is it against the law for, if you're in politics, to try to dig up dirt on your opponent?
No, of course not. And everybody does it. And to that extent, the president is correct. But there are federal statutes that prohibit receiving something of value from a foreign national, foreign entity, or foreign government. So was the purpose of this meeting to receive something of value? That's something Bob Mueller's going to have to look at. But the president himself is clear of this. He didn't know about this until the New York Times revealed it a year after it happened. And there is no testimony, not even out of the mouth of Michael Cohen, as far as we can tell, to contradict the president on that.
Is there a crime here or conspiracy?
I don't know the answer to that. But unfortunately, a lot of these statutes are written to make it easy for the government to convict. So if there was an agreement to receive dirt on Hillary from the Russians, even if the dirt never came, if those who agreed, at least one of them, took some step in furtherance of the agreement, then there is the potential crime for conspiracy. But it doesn't appear that the president was among them.
But how would they even know that?
Well, that's for Mueller either to drop or to figure out from asking people that were involved.
And the fact that he hasn't talked to Don Jr., does that tell you the level of interest?
I don't know. Don Jr. has testified under oath before Congress. That is theoretically secret. My guess is that Bob Mueller has that, right, so he knows what Don Jr. told the Congress, and we don't know what he told them. My guess is that he's been consistent throughout, that his father didn't know about this until the news was broken by the New York Times a year later.
Right. Speaking of Bob Mueller, it sounds like the Trump team is getting closer to a decision. John Roberts just broke some of that information within the last couple of hours.
I am, my hat is off to Rudy Giuliani's patience, because it seems like every time there is an agreement, Bob Mueller wants to move, I'll use a Kilmeade metaphor, Bob Mueller wants to move the goalposts. I would basically say, Mr. President, we're not going to let you anywhere near Bob Mueller. He knows a lot more about this case. He's interviewed a lot more witnesses. When the government wants to talk to you, Mr. President, it's to help the government. It's not to help you. I think Rudy has been giving that very sound advice to the president. But the president, because he said publicly so many times, I want to tell my story. Right. This is not the forum for him to tell his story. He should just tell the American people, I want to tell the story, but the lawyers have advised me it's not the place.
But if there's a subpoena...
There's a subpoena, let the court call it. The president may have a very good argument that Bob Mueller cannot force his testimony, but the courts will have to decide.
Mark Penn said Bill Clinton, they told him to testify, and he regrets supporting Bill Clinton testifying. He got impeached anyway.
Brian, the testimony that Bill Clinton gave, which he agreed to do not only under oath but in front of a camera, undermined him radically. I don't think Donald Trump's going to make that mistake, and I don't think Rudy Giuliani, who's very, very smart and experienced when it comes to these things, is going to let that happen.
All right. Judge, thank you.
All the best, guys.
Thank you, sir.